Hey, it's me, Gold Pikmin, and welcome to a reaction to the Steel Wool announcement, I'm assuming, which is a teaser debut for something called a Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, which is probably going to be the next game. First of all, before we say anything, let's just run through it. Very Shining-esque, that carpet. Oh, you're interesting. That's pretty soon. I mean, it makes sense because I think Ruin's been out for like over a year now, so they've probably been working on this for a while. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this on loop. There's not really much to analyze. Well, actually, let's take a... The only thing really to analyze is what this thing's face right here. Hold up. That is, I don't know what this thing is, but that's quite a face. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mute the... Well, actually... I'll put this on, like... Yeah, I'll let it play. But I have it on loop. Okay. So, this is interesting. I'll lower the volume a little bit, because I can't really hear myself. So this is a very interesting teaser right here. I'm curious, so this is presumably either a prequel. I can only see this being at the very start or the very end of the Mimic era of the timeline. And, you know, anyone who's watched my channel knows I have a lot of feelings about the Mimic. I've basically, some of you probably know that I've tried to argue that, like, Glitch Trap and the like are not entirely the Mimic. There's a bit of William in there. Of course, given how FNAF fans are, those opinions fall on deaf ears. No one cares, so whatever. But aside from the actual lore implications, some of you may know I have a stance on the Mimic, which is that I think as a villain, the Mimic is kinda just not super well done, because from what I've gathered, the Mimic in general is just a villain who kind of exists purely to cause brutal deaths. Like, its backstory isn't really sympathetic. It's like, oh, the kid it was watching died. Kids die a dime a dozen in the FNAF books. And, like, there really isn't much to it aside from it just killing people in brutal fashions. And, it just feels wasted. Because, like, the idea of, like, a mimicry villain, it's one of my favorite things, because it can instill, like, a lot of horror and terror, but it kind of got ruined because, no pun intended, because when Ruin was coming out, basically everyone knew immediately what the twist was going to be, because the Mimic by that point had already been overplayed by being both in the books and the games. Trying to make that, like, cross-media lore just ruined the character. It ruined any surprise the character could have. The character itself, like I said, kind of just exists to cause brutal killings. There's not much else to it. And even when there is stuff to it, it kind of just seems like it's trying to, instead of using its mimicry... Well, it did do a pretty good job in the books, I will say, of doing, like, what a mimicry villain is good at. But, like, when it comes to what most people know about the character, it kind of just is like a wannabe of the last villain, and it could have been anything else. like, I want to like the character, but like so many aspects of it just seem like, I don't know, just poorly done. But who knows? Maybe Secret of the Mimic will be a chance to rectify that. Maybe this game, or whatever it is, will make me like the character. Who knows? I want to like the character, but like, I don't know, I've just kind of rejected like the sign waving fanboys and fangirls of the character, because like, I don't know, in its current state, to me it just seems really poorly done. Either way, like I said, there's not much to analyze here. It's just like literally the most you could analyze is this character right here. I can't really make heads or tails of it. It looks very in line with like Glamrocks and Fun Times, you know, the animatronic series that have the face plates in them. Either way, despite my stance on the character, if this is an upcoming game, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's by Steelwool, so probably a game. Looking forward to it either way. It's coming out in 2025. I don't know. I might have to play that for myself. But if I can, I'm going to try and do what I did for Security Breach, which is arrange a meetup with my friend Random Stupidity, and we play it together, just like on a constant. Though, to be fair, I don't think they have a computer built to do that, so I might have to just... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've already been rambling on long enough, so it's time to wrap this up. This has been, you know, the Steelwool announcement. I'm assuming it's the teaser for Secret of the Mimic, upcoming game probably. So, yeah, I mean, it looks good, despite that rant I went on. So, you know, looking forward to it. I'll see y'all another time. Bye.